Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. So happy that you decided to join me today. I hope that you'll take a second and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if you have already, thank you. But today, just a good full body practice. Making sure you've got water handy, making sure that you know that this is your time to take care of yourself. So if you do need to opt out of anything, that is absolutely fine. And if you would like to take a break to grab a drink of water, anything like that, I do love to add in strength challenges. So if you opt out of those, no worries, you guys. Do them when they feel right. Okay. So thanks for being here and let's get going. So we're going to start in a kneeling position. If a kneeling position is not great for you guys, a modification is to place a pillow, a blanket, a bolster, anything kind of at the calves or just between your legs and your bum. If it feels right to you, yeah, go ahead and sit back and just get that really nice stretch for your quads and for those knees. And again, if it's just a little too early for that, put that bolster, blanket, or pillow underneath your bum and breathe. We're going to rise. Just let your hands rest, and we're going to come back down. We're going to rise. So we're firing up those quads, firing up those hip flexors, squeezing the buns when we're at the top, and rise. And come back down. We're going to do that one more time. Rise, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, spread your fingers wide and exhale, pull those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach to the sky. Cactus arms. This time, take your gaze to the sky. A little more of an arch back, opening that chest. Inhale, reach to the sky and exhale, pull. One more time. Inhale, reach and exhale, pull. Inhale, reach to the sky, pull the hands to heart center, let's sit it back to those heels. Coming forward to tabletop, remove that pillow if you had it, and we come to that tabletop position, hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width, core nice and strong. Take a big breath into cow pose, tummy towards the floor, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest. Lift your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. So if this is kind of the first movement you're doing of the day, just be kind, guys. Inhale it back to cow. And exhale it to cat. So keeping that movement in the range that's right for your body. Inhaling it back to cow. Let's make this the last of each one. And exhale, hollow. And coming back to your neutral spine, core is strong. We shift our weight to our right hand, left arm extends to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep that hand through, shoulder to the mat. We're going to reach out, we're going to tap, and then we're going to draw it back in and up. Extending left arm to the sky, exhale, pass it through, reaching through on that thread the needle, little tap of the shoulder, and we come back through, extending that left arm to the sky. Let's do that once more. Reach it through, thread that needle, and come back up. Now this time we're going to take it through, we're going to thread that needle, and we're going to hold it. Exhale, sweep it through, shoulder down, side of the head to the mat. And if it feels right to you, extend that right arm out, coming up onto the pads of the fingers, just keeping that arm off of the side of the face, but extending through that arm. Close your eyes and breathe. Nice big deep breaths. We pull that right hand back in, and slowly unwind it, reaching that left arm to the sky, and then slowly releasing it back to tabletop. Center your weight, and then shift your weight to your left hand. Right arm extends up, reach it high. Exhale, sweep it through, thread that needle. Little tap of the shoulder, and unwind it, and reach it back up. Exhale, sweep it through. Just getting that movement, working out kinks. Inhale, extend it back up. Exhale, pass it through. And inhale, draw it back up. This time we're going to thread that needle and we're going to hold it. Exhale, sweep it through. Shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat. Extending that left arm out, coming up to the pads of the fingers, just reaching. Checking in, letting go. eyes and just breathe. And we pull that left hand back in, pressing it back up to tabletop, centering your weight. Core is strong. Let's extend right leg straight back, cross it up and over your left leg, kind of tuck the toes, flex your foot so that the toes are pressing against the earth. And we're going to slowly turn and take our gaze back towards the right toes. Getting that good stretch all the way down that right side, keeping the core strong, just that little rotation, crescent shape, and we come back to center, drawing that right knee back in. Left leg extends out, flex your foot, crossing that left foot up and over the right, tuck those toes, and then slowly take your gaze back towards your left toes. Oh, getting that stretch to the ribs and the waist, through your hip, all the way down the outside of that left leg. And inhale it back to center, drawing that left knee back in. And let's sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels. Forehead towards the mat. And just breathe. Checking in with the body, with the mind. How's your heart today? Our mental, emotional, and physical well-being, we bring it all onto our mat. So be kind. Show some grace. Keep a sense of humor. Don't judge. Just be present in each breath you take. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Just find your down dog that feels good. Hands shoulder width, feet hip width. And just feel that length down the backs of the legs as those heels gently press towards the mat. Let's inhale it to high plank or high push-up position. And then exhale it back to down dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling to down dog. 1 more time, inhaling it to plank. And exhaling it to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back knee down if you like. Circle your arms back and overhead to our crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Stay low. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, arch it back. A little or a lot. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Pull those hands to heart center. We turn and place that left elbow to the right knee. Pressing against the knee and working to bring your hands towards heart center. Gaze up over that right elbow. Find your breath. Soften your eyes, relax your jaw. We come back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Step that left foot forward to forward fold and relax the weight of the upper body down. Arms heavy, head heavy, face soft. And we bring the hands to the elbows, holding on, and gently sway side to side. Big, full, deep breaths. We come back to center. Shift a little weight forward into those toes. That's a deeper stretch down the backs of the legs. Is that right? Right for you today? If it's not, adjust it. Shift your weight back to your heels. Lift those toes. And then center your weight. Relax the arms. And let's slowly roll it up. 1 vertebra at a time. Just checking in. Any pops? Cracks? Roll those shoulders up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Do that shoulder roll once more. Big shoulder roll up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. And let's gently alternate bending those knees. Walk it out. So guys, always as we move through our practice, checking in. Without judgment or criticism, we're just checking in to see how we're doing. Are we holding tension anywhere in particular? If we are, it's okay. Acknowledge it, and then see if you can let some of it go. All of it would be amazing. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee down if you like, otherwise knee is off. We circle those arms overhead to crescent lunge. Shoulders soft. Find that breath. Inhale, straighten the front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Let's do that once more. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Breathe. Find that breath. Take a big breath in and reach. And as you exhale, arch it back. Gaze to the sky. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Pull those hands to heart center. Let's rotate and place that right elbow to the left knee. Pressing against that knee and working to bring your hands towards heart center. Gaze out over that left elbow. Nice long stretch through the ribs and the waist. All the way down that right side. Hip flexors. Flexibility in that spine. Little challenge for your balance. We turn back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. And circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Giant step forward with that right foot to forward fold. And just gently sway your hips side to side. Now come back to center and just alternate bending knees. We're not running a race. Just walking. Just noticing that sensation of that straight leg. Making sure we're not hyperextending that leg. If you do have that flexibility, just be mindful. And then we come back to our forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Elbows are wide. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Lift that left elbow towards the sky and lean into it. Lateral stretch. Inhale it up tall. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Ribs, waist, arm, shoulder. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Exhaling and gently pulling the chin down towards the chest. Close the elbows around the ears. Stretching all the way down the spine. Inhaling, head up nice and tall. Open those elbows wide. Release your hands. Extend those arms and pull the hands to heart center. Let's find a focal point out in front of us. Shifting your weight to your left foot. Right knee lifts to 90 degrees and flex your foot. Find that breath. Let's extend that left arm to the sky. Reach that right hand down by your side. Now we're going to kick that right foot back. Can you find it with your hand? Take a hold of it if you're able to, and then draw those knees towards one another. Just drawing your heel in towards your bottom, opening through the shoulder, opening through the chest. Breathe. Now let's pull that left hand down to heart center and begin to hinge it forward. Keeping that right heel next to your bottom. Just hinging forward. Nice stretch for that right quad, left hamstring. Now if you like, begin to press that right foot into that right hand, opening up through the leg, squeezing those buns. A variation of our dancer's pose. We pull the heel in back towards the bottom. We slowly begin to rise, drawing those knees back towards one another. Releasing that right hand, crossing that right foot up above that left knee. Ankle to the outside of the knee and open that right knee out to the side. Hands at heart center. Interlace your fingers, press your palms out to shoulder height and begin to sit it back. A little or a lot. Find that breath. Slow it down, relax those shoulders. Breathe. Now let's pull those hands into heart center and hinge forward a little bit. As much as you like, closing that gap between the upper body and that left thigh, deepening that stretch in that right hip, challenging your balance a little bit more. We lift that upper body and we rise, extending the arms to the sky. Open those arms out to a T, lift that right knee to 90 degrees, and let's take a giant step back. Once again to our crescent lunge, arms overhead. Circle the arms forward, back of the hands, pull towards the back of your mat, open your chest, gaze to the sky. Rotate palms to the sky, big circle of those arms overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. We can keep that left leg high, or you are welcome to release it down. We inhale it to high plank, with that leg up or down, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Optional push-up if you like. To down dog. And we alternate bending knees, walk it out. Oh, it's such a great place to come home to, this down dog. If it's not your favorite pose, guys, hang in there. Stay with it. It gets better and better each and every time. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And pull those hands to heart center. Find a focal point out in front. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left knee lifts to 90 degrees and flex your foot. Find that breath. Relax the shoulders. Extending that right arm to the sky. Left arm reaches down by your side. Now we're going to kick that left foot back, taking a hold of that foot along the inside or the arch of your foot, and draw your knee in towards one another. Breathe. Find that breath. You can stay here. Pulling that right hand down to heart center. We slowly begin to hinge it forward, keeping that left heel right next to your bum. Just as far forward as you like. Finding that breath. Guys, really powerful staying connected to that breath. If it feels right to you, begin to extend that left leg. Pressing that foot into your hand. Hand is guiding your foot up towards the sky. Power, strength, flexibility, endurance. Such an amazing place to be. Slowly pulling that heel back in towards your bottom. And we begin to rise, drawing those knees back towards one another. Releasing your foot, crossing that left foot above that right knee, pulling the hands to heart center. Left knee rolls open to that figure four. Interlacing your fingers, pressing your palms out to about shoulder height. And let's begin to sit. As far back, as far down as you like. Breathe. There's a stool, a chair, just out of reach. Sinking into that right leg, power and strength in that right leg. Beautiful hip stretch. We pull those hands into heart center and begin to hinge forward, drawing the tummy towards the thigh. A little or a lot. Breathe. Inhale, lifting that chest once again. And we rise all the way back up, lifting that left knee to 90 degrees. Extend those arms out to a T. Take a giant step back with that left foot. We come to our crescent lunge, arms circle overhead. As you exhale, circle the arms forward, back of the hands pull towards the back of the mat, open the chest, gaze to the sky. Rotate your palms to the sky, spread those fingers. And inhale, rise, reach to the sky. Exhale, flow forward. Hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Keeping both feet down or keeping that right leg up, we inhale it to plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog, release your foot. Optional push-up if you like. To down dog. And here we are back home at down dog. Again, if it's not your very favorite place to be, child's pose is always a great option. Give that head a little shake, yes or no. Let go of tension and tightness. At the end of your exhale, take the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And pull the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Let's hold our up dog. And let's slowly begin to rotate, taking our gaze out over that right shoulder, pressing that left hip towards the mat. Breathe. Coming back to center. Exhale, rotating to the left, right hip towards the mat. Gaze out over that left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Tuck the toes, lift your hips. To down dog, shifting your weight to your left hand, right hand reaching across to the outside of that left leg. Find your breath. Releasing that right hand, left hand crossing to the outside of the right leg. Breathe. Releasing that left hand to down dog, shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the mat, stand tall. To warrior one, squaring hips, chest, and shoulders to the front. Shoulders soft and away from those ears. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Bring the palms to gently touch. Interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Lengthen and reach through the crown of the head, through those fingertips, and then begin to hinge it forward. Long diagonal line down the back of the body. Left heel pressing into the mat. Breathe. Inhale, reach it out and rise. And as you exhale, open to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Gaze out over your front middle finger. Relax the shoulders. Find your breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Windmill that left arm up and over, placing that left hand along the inside of your right foot. Back heel remains on the mat. We rotate our body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Breathe. Exhaling and releasing that right hand down. Square those hips, adjust your feet if you need to. And once again, we rise back up to our warrior one. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Open those arms out to a T. Find a focal point out in front of you and begin to shift your weight forward up onto the ball of the back foot. As you're ready, press up onto that right leg. Square your hips. Add a flex of that left foot. And then let's slowly open those hips. Drawing that left hip back. Arms remain open out to a T. Breathe. Finding that breath, finding and feeling that stability. Bending that right leg, giant step back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And then exhale, sink. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and reaching through those right fingertips, sliding down that back leg with those left fingertips. Inhale, straighten that front leg. And exhale, sink back into that lunge. We inhale it back up to warrior two. Straightening your front leg, opening hips, chest, and shoulders to the side. Reach it out over those right toes. When you can't reach anymore, right arm down, left arm high. Reach it up. Feel that extension. Rotate that left palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Oh, yes. Find your breath. Slow it down. Inhale, lift that left arm back to the sky. And ever so slowly, rise all the way back up. And sink it back to warrior two. Find your breath. Windmill those arms down on either side of your foot. Back heel comes off of the mat into a runner's lunge. Breathe. Let's bring our hands forward just slightly. This is a big move, my friends. We're going to draw that back foot halfway in, extending the legs. Back foot's turned out to a 45-degree angle, and we draw that left hip forward, right hip back. We lift just a little bit to lengthen through the crown of the head to square those hips, and then ever so slowly release the weight of the upper body down, centering your tummy and chest onto that right leg to pyramid pose. If you're feeling a really intense stretch down the back of that right leg, you are in the right space. If you're not feeling much, guys, notice what the hips are doing, because that left hip wants to open, because this is a pretty intense stretch. You really want to work to square those hips. That intensity is what we want. Now let's turn those fingertips towards the back of the mat, and we're going to reach as far back as we can reach without opening those hips. Drawing your nose towards your knee. So as we reach those fingertips back, arms along the outside of your legs, there's this wonderful opening that happens in the spine between those shoulder blades, through each vertebra. As you tuck your chin towards your chest, it begins at the base of your head and travels all the way down to your tailbone. It's pretty awesome, but it can be pretty intense, so be nice. Inhale, lift just enough to pull those hands back through and release it back down. Let's bring the hands around behind the back, interlace your fingers, lengthen through the crown of the head, core strong, supporting that back. We hinge it all the way up. And as you exhale, arch it back. Gaze to the sky, reach those knuckles towards the ground. And inhale it back up. Pull the hands to heart center and step forward to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, my friends. One push up. Great time to grab a drink if you like. Another push up. We've got two more if you've got them in there. Breathe. Making friends with our push-ups as best you can. Lift your hips. to down dog, and we meet back in down dog whenever you're ready. Close your eyes, relax your jaw, lift those sit bones to the sky. Visualize yourself as that mountain peak. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the mat, stand tall. To warrior one, squaring the hips, chest and shoulders to the front, shoulders soft and away from those ears. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit, and then exhale, sink. Breathe. Bring the palms to gently touch. Interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Lengthen and reach, and as you exhale, begin to hinge it forward. Long diagonal line, all the way down the back of the body. Pressing that back heel into the mat. And breathe. Inhale, we rise. Lengthen through the crown of the head, through those fingertips. And as you exhale, open to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Gaze out over your front middle finger. Relax those shoulders. Find that breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And then exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sink. Windmill that right arm up and over, placing that right hand along the inside of your left foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach it up. Just as high as you can reach. Lengthen. Pressing that back heel into the mat. And breathe. Exhale, slowly releasing that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. Square your hips. Adjust your feet if you need to. And once again, we rise. Coming back up to our warrior one. Find that breath. Shoulders soft and away from those ears. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Breathe. Bring the palms to gently touch. Interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Lengthen and reach, and as you exhale, begin to hinge it forward. Long diagonal line, all the way down the back of the body. Pressing that back heel into the mat. And breathe. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, arch it back, a little or a lot. Find that breath. And inhale it up nice and tall. Open those arms out to a T. Find a focal point out in front of you. Shift your weight forward up onto the ball of the back foot. And as you're ready, up onto that left leg, square those hips. Add a flex of your right foot. And let's slowly begin to open. Rolling that right shoulder back, right hip back. Breathe. Core is strong. Stability and focus. Breathe. We bend that supporting leg and take a giant step back to your warrior two. Find your warrior two. Take a moment and sink into that lunge. Breathe, back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior. Right hand sliding down that back leg, left fingertips reaching. Oh, beautiful stretch through the ribs, through the belly. And inhale it back up to warrior two. Straightening that front leg, opening hips, chest, and shoulders to the side. Reach it out over those left toes as far as you can reach. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down, right arm high. Lengthen and extend out of that right shoulder up to the tips of your fingers. Wherever your gaze needs to be, for that neck to be happy, make it so. Rotating that right palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Oh my goodness, such a great stretch. All the way through the ribs and the waist down that right side. Lengthening out through those fingertips. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky, slow as you can. Rise. All the way back up. Sinking back to warrior two. Windmilling those arms down on either side of your foot. Back heel comes off the mat into a runner's lunge. Core is strong. Nice stretch through the front of that right leg, through those hip flexors. Now this is a big move, my friends. We're going to draw that back foot halfway in, straightening the legs. Right toes are turned out to about a 45-degree angle, and we're going to square those hips. We lift just slightly to lengthen through the crown of the head and center the tummy and chest for that left leg. As you exhale, slowly lower it down, centering the tummy and chest down onto that left leg. Now that right hip is going to try and sneak back. Those hips are sneaky in our pyramid pose, because this is that pretty intense stretch for the hamstrings. We want to keep that intensity, guys. Embrace it. Now let's take those fingertips and reach them back, far as you can reach them. Glue those palms to the mat just as best you can. Notice that right hip trying to sneak back. Yeah, it's a sneaky little sucker. Drawing your nose toward your knee. Little tuck of your chin towards your chest, just alleviating some of that tension that's going on at the base of the head. Embrace that stretch, guys, down the back of that left leg, through your spine, between those shoulders, shoulder blades. Now let's inhale and sweep those hands through, bringing the hands to heart center. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise, hinging all the way back up. And then gently arch it back. Open your heart. And inhale it back up. Stepping forward to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk stiff or hop to high plank. Remember those push-ups that we're befriending? Yep, here they are again, my friends. You're welcome to grab a drink of water, to be on your toes or your knees, just not your nose, and let's take it down. One push-up. And again. And again. Let's do one more. Lift those hips to down dog. Find your breath. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Right leg is going to cross underneath the left, and we're going to take that outside edge of that right foot onto the earth as we roll to the inside of that left foot and reach that left arm to the sky. Fallen triangle. Lifting, lengthening, breathing. Rotating that left palm, reach it up and over. Oh my goodness, beautiful stretch down that left side. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. Slowly release it down, turning back towards the mat, coming to the ball of that left foot, pulling that right foot back through. Lift your hips to down dog, and we take it directly to the other side. Shifting your weight to your right foot. Left leg crosses underneath the right. We roll to the instep and the outside of that left foot, and we roll, opening that right arm to the sky. Fallen triangle. Lifting, lengthening, reaching. Rotate right palm, reach it up and over. Oh my goodness, I don't have to tell you that so many things are working. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, slowly transition back to your plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Shift your weight to your heels. Feel that nice little stretch in that lower back. Can you lift your toes? Let's take those hands and spread our fingers. We're going to spread our toes, and we're going to place index finger between your thumb, or between your big toe and your second toe. And then work those fingers through the toes. Oh, creating space. It doesn't have to be pretty, guys. Just creating space, getting those fingers in between those toes as best you can. And relax the weight of your upper body down. Now, if you need to bend those knees, it's okay. Find your breath. A little nerve stimulation for those feet. A realignment of those bones. All through the toes and the feet, the tarsals, the metatarsals. Releasing the hands. shifting your weight back to your heels, and slowly lower your bottom down, safely coming down onto your bottom, however that means for you. Sit up nice and tall. Let's spread those feet just about the width of your mat, turning your toes out to about a 45-degree angle. We're going to take a hold of those shins or down towards the ankles and just gently pull that upper body down. Beautiful stretch for the groin, for that lower back, for those hips. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Starting at that tailbone, slowly rolling yourself up. And let's bring the soles of the feet together, knees open out nice and wide, hands to the ankles, the shins, or you can interlace your fingers and slide those hands underneath the outside edge of your foot. Sit up nice and tall and press those knees down towards the earth. As you exhale, begin to hinge it forward. Drawing those shoulder blades back, shoulders back, lengthening through the crown of the head, hinging from our hips rather than our waist. Groin, hips, lower back, activating all those muscles down that posterior chain of your back. Lengthening through the crown of the head, we slowly rise. Releasing your hands, let's cross that left foot underneath the right and cross that right foot up and over the left knee. We sit up nice and tall, working to get that right sit bone back to the earth. It may or may not happen today. Either way is just fine. So I'm going to face towards you guys. And we're going to wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee. Pull it in nice and tight. Just as tight as feels good to you. Now slowly turn and take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Extending right arm out. Circle it up and over. Bringing that right hand around behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Left elbow to the top of the knee. Press against your knee. Oh, and just get that deeper rotation. Extending your left arm, reaching that left hand underneath that right leg. Right arm circles around behind. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. Now, this is very challenging for me. I hope you have success. I hope it's easy. If it's a challenge, guys, embrace that challenge. Without challenges, we don't really progress too much. Always good to keep challenging, but always good to be kind. Releasing that rotation all the way back to face front. And let's switch sides. Right foot underneath, left is up and over. Sit up nice and tall and just notice that left sit bone. Has it lifted or can it come back down? Lift through the crown of the head, wrapping the crook of that right elbow around your knee. Pull it in nice and tight. Feels so good. Hips, spine. Just hold on. Close your eyes and be present. If it feels right to you, slowly turn your gaze out over that left shoulder. Breathe. We extend left arm out, circle it up and back, bringing the hand behind you to prop yourself up even more, and then bring that right elbow to the top of the knee, press against your knee, and work to bring that spine a little more of a twist, that gaze a little further back. Massaging those internal organs. I am really feeling a stretch in that left hip today. Must really need it. Extending that right arm, reaching that right hand underneath that left leg. Left arm circles around behind. Can you find your fingertips? Can't quite find them, guys. Keep reaching. Breathe. If you've got a strap, you're welcome to do that. Just keep working, keep progressing, keep challenging yourself. And one day, you'll surprise yourself. I'm still waiting for that day with this one. Slowly releasing that rotation, eyes the last to come forward. And let's sweep both feet off to the left, creating a letter Z. And we're just gonna sit up nice and tall, noticing those hips, hopefully pretty loose and ready for this. We're gonna turn towards that right knee, Sit up nice and tall, and let's walk it forward. Coming right out over that right knee. Stacking your hands, forehead resting against the back of the hands. You can even stack fists if you prefer. Breathe. A gentle, gentle stretch. And let's lift just slightly, walk those hands towards center, coming out over that right shin. Stacking the hands, relaxing the weight of your head. And let's walk those hands back up. Taking a hold of that left ankle, right arm extends to the sky. Take it up and over. Reach. Being mindful of those knees, the back, the hips. Inhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Oh, just reach. And inhale it back to center. Let's switch sides. So sweeping those feet off to the right. We lift and rotate towards that left knee. Let's walk it out over that left knee. Again, you can stack your hands, you can stack fists, whatever feels good to you. Just checking in. Hopefully your body is saying thank you for all of this hard work you've put into your practice today. And remember that it is called a practice for a reason. We practice so that we can get better. And the more we practice, the better we get. Within reason, guys, always. Remember, there's about balance in life, right? And let's lift just slightly, walk those hands out over that left shin. And once again, stacking the hands, stacking fists. We relax the weight of the upper body down. So it's about keeping balance in our life, so not overdoing anything. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Okay, so yoga is an amazing thing, but there is such a thing as too much. So listen to your body. Find the balance in your life. Time for you, time for work, time for play, self-care. Keep learning, keep exploring, keep growing. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. Taking that right hand to the outside of that right ankle, left arm up and over, lean in. Good stretch. And take it up and over, left arm down, right arm up and over. Go and lean in, bend that left elbow, reach. And inhale it back up. And we're going to crisscross those legs today to easy pose. Our final stretch, inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, rotate to the right. Touch the top of that right thigh. Lift through the crown of the head and turn. Tuck your chin down towards your chest. Relax that left shoulder down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Releasing those hands down, tummy down, chest down. Release the weight of the upper body. Oh, just melt. Hopefully we've let go of a whole lot of tension in that lower back and those hips and your neck. It would be amazing if we were able to get rid of it all. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh. Sit up as tall as you can sit and turn and take your gaze out over that left shoulder. Little tuck of your chin, little press of that right shoulder down and away. And just breathe. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. As you exhale, pull those hands through heart center. As your hands pass by your face, close your eyes and gently let those hands find a place to rest, wherever that is that's comfortable for you. And we close our eyes, relaxing our jaw, letting those shoulders just gently drift down away from the ears. Feeling the length in the spine, those slow, steady breaths. And we allow ourselves to be connected to our lungs. There is no yesterday in our lungs. There is no tomorrow. There is just this breath, this inhale and this exhale. Staying present in this moment, grounded, connected, is a powerful gift. Our breath, our lifeline. As we slow the breath, the body quiets, the mind quiets. We calm our nerves, we let go of tension. We promote health and well-being. That positive energy that we create through our breath is for us and for the universe, sending out that extra energy that you have within you. And I ask you now to visualize someone in your life that you're aware of, may not even be a personal acquaintance, but someone you're aware of that may need a little extra positive energy, a little extra love today. Now, you may not even know what they look like. You might not know their name. In your mind's eye, focus on that person or that group of people that may need a little extra love today. Hold on to whatever you need. Hold on to that positive energy for your own health and well-being. But whatever extra you have, send it out into the universe to whomever you wish. I promise they will receive it. They'll feel it, and it will make a difference. There are days when we need extra love. Rest assured that someone is thinking of you and sending good vibes, love, and healing energy your way. And let's gently bring our awareness back to the here and now. We pull our hands to heart center. Gently bow your chin towards your chest, either silently or quietly. We thank the mind and the body for taking us on this journey today. Working on our health and well-being and to create the very best version of ourselves that we can. Inhale, lift your gaze. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Be well, be safe, stay healthy, and until the next time, always I look forward to it. Namaste.